Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I've got a whole range of different crafty bits here today from different places. I'm going to start off with the range. I popped along to the range today and I was looking at their, fall, autumn, obviously, their autumn collection. And they had these autumn dual glitter markers for £2.99. And you think, well, £2.99, you're probably not going to get the most amazing pens. But we can have a look. So I was interested because they were glitter. We'll see whether you probably have to hold it up to the camera a bit more to see the glitter in them. They are nice autumnal colours. They had autumn stuff in the range. They had Halloween stuff. And as far as I know, they'll probably be moving on to Christmas stuff very soon. We've got lots of oranges and browns. That's kind of a yellow, isn't it? I was expecting that to be a green for some reason. That's quite a nice goldy colour. So obviously quite similar colours. So I'm in it for the glitter. Let's have a bit of a look. So you can sort of see a bit of shimmer on those, can't you? I do like a bit of a glitter pen. I'm not sure about that yellow. And I would say, you know, you've got at least 3 of them that are virtually identical, but we will give those a go for a bit of glitter. It's got all these different names on there. Don't know much about the range markers like that, but there we go. £2.99. See what you think, and I'll see what I think when I keep going. I also picked up some sequins. There were a couple more packs on there. I just took them off because I was going to use them at work. I just felt they're nice autumnal colours for doing some autumnal swaps. 89p. They had some cute stickers in. Look at these Highland cows. I think they're about 80p or £1. They're so cute, aren't they? I thought they were quite autumnal. And then I think these were £1 as well. Some cute little pink ghosts and things. When I do Halloween, I quite like it to be a pink Halloween, so I thought they were quite adorable. So yeah, got those bits from the range. Also popped into the works. This was down to, I think it was £2, a little wax stamp. So you put it in and make the little, I haven't tried this one out, but it'll make a heart, and I thought, well, I haven't got one like that. And wax stamps, they're not really cheap. What else did I pick up? So it went into Hobbycraft. They were selling, this one was sold off for £2. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I do like a hole punch. I'll show you. I did do one to try it out. Don't know where that went. So it makes a little crown. I think that's quite cute because you could even add some of those glitter pens at the top to make it look all glittery. So they were selling those off for £2 if you like your punchy things like I do. What else did I get in the world of Hobbycraft? I got some gemmy stuff. So I bought this one before. It was down to £1, and I think they're quite nice for like doing trims on things. You can see how really shiny they are. Got these little gems. They're little bees. 50p. Aren't they cute? Not that easy to see, but I felt just a nice little touch. And these ones kind of reminded me of like Prima sort of gems and things. They were down to £1. They're so sparkly and pretty. So yeah, I like something sparkly and pretty. And I also picked up, I'm going to open these up. They had these down to £3. Kit and Caboodle, large pocket and magnetic die storage sheet. So they are really big, but so the storage pockets, I don't know if you can see, are like that big, and the die sheets are a good old A4. But you know, good quality. 2 magnets and things. So for £3, you get 5 of each for storing your dies. Can't complain about that. What else did I get? So then I did a Carl's Craft Cabin shop, which is not somewhere that I've really bought from before, but I had gone into a local market and seen holly hobby paper, And if my nephew's watching this, because he watched some of my videos, he goes, oh, you're always going, oh, I remember that from my childhood. But Holly Hobby, I do, is something from my childhood. And I used to have, like, I don't know, it wasn't the duvet cover, but like the bedspread and various things. And it always intrigued me with her great big bonnet and stuff. And then I saw some of the paper pads in the market. They were about sort of £7 to £10 each. And I thought, well, I'm going to have a look online. And Carl's Craft Cabin for £20 had a whole sort of pack of Holly Hobby stuff. So this little £20 pack came with this Country Life character pack. And it's in this quite nice kind of yellowy colour, sort of autumnal. So you get little characters, and there's a die that I'll show you later on that cuts that out. And then different images of Holly Hobby. See, there's the old big bonnet thing that I remember. Although the one that I had, she had an even bigger bonnet on. Let me know if you also remember Holly Hobby. It's not just me. So that's character pad. As you can see, there's lots of multiples of each one. There also came a stamp set. Pretty sure this is, doesn't tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's photopolymer because I had a little feel of it. So it's got a little image to colour in, which will be nice. That heart's quite cute. And then like Holly Hobby handmade by, that'd be quite cute to put on the back of a project. And some other little sentiments and things. So a nice little stamp set. It's all kind of opened up. I don't know if that's why it was sort of down to £20 for the whole lot, but there we go. Then we've got the collectible stamp and die set. So you get the die which cut out that one in that character pack, but also for when you finished cutting those out, you've got your own stamp as well. That's an acrylic stamp, you can tell feeling it. And that will cut out that. And I think she's cute. And I also feel like I'll probably use this packaging as well. So you get those bits. Then you get some paper pads. This is called a Country Life ribbon pack, which I guess is probably about like 12 inches long by a couple of inches. And in it has got this one. What's that say? Thoughtfulness is differentiate what sunshine is to flowers. Okay. I mean, I don't know what are you saying to people when you give them something like that? Like, you need to be more thoughtful. I don't know. And then plain flowers. Looking at this thinking, is this autumnal for me to do an autumnal swap using these papers? I feel like the sunflowers that are. We went to a sunflower place the other day to look at all the sunflowers, like a field for the sunflowers. Really nice. So that's all of those. So you could cut them up for pocket letters and things. I don't know whether they'd be the right size, probably if you put them that way up. And also put strips on scrapbooking and stuff. Here is the paper pack. I think the designs are pretty similar. It says visit Holly Hobby at www.hollyhobby.com. I'll have to have a look at that. So yeah, that flower one we had before, stripes and spots. That's sweet, isn't it? She's there, forever wheeling. This is a bit of a repetition. That's a different one. The spots, sort of crisscross pattern, the stripes, and then at the back, mass production, assembly line construction, production by workers for hire is prohibited. So I can't start up my own warehouse selling products that I've made from this. Considering I've only got one pack, that's probably a good thing. So let's put those to the side. And then the last thing that came in this pack is this, I don't know if they call it like a card kit or something, but lots of toppers. So we've got that one. You know what it's like when you handle toppers, they all start to fall apart, don't they? Little teddy bear. And these ones all kind of gold foiled. Happy days. I do like that sort of primitive heart as well. quite a few different ones. I'd say you could make lots of things. I'm not sure you could make your own like warehouse with a production line, but you can make lots of things. And then you've got your inserts to go inside the card. So that's that one. As today's your birthday, may all the kind things you do add up to a special day that brings happiness to you. I feel like you don't get these silly like poems as much as you used to. Back in the day, there was always some kind of random poem, wasn't there, in a card. Oh, it's a little cat. Do love a cat. And lots of talk of being happy. Forced happiness. Anyway, I was very happy with that. So rather than buying it from a local market, I ordered it off the internet, but I don't feel like Carl's Craft Cabin is some kind of major company because they didn't have a lot of stuff. But they did have very good prices. So I also picked up, whilst I was there, if anyone knows, I do love myself a big sty because you can cut fabric and you can cut like stiffer card and stuff like this. £3 for some tags. Yes, I've got lots of tag dies already, but I just thought these are nice and useful. So you can either cut multiples in card, or you could cut fabric. So cut a bit of Hessian, that's Hessian stuck to cardboard. I quite like that. I thought I might stick that in a journal. So that's that one. Then this one is a pillow box. Steel roll die, spellbinders again. So it makes this little box. I'll just glue gun this together. So I thought this might be quite nice for just putting in Happy Mail. See, the UK postal system is very much all about how thick your Happy Mail is as to how much they charge you. So whether that would fit through, I don't know. Whether it was squashed, but you know, I didn't have a die like that. Now I do. Lucky me. That's what the packaging looks like for that one, should you be interested. And then the other one that I got was this one, which I really like. Leave Me Alone, it's called. And it cuts out a leaf and 3 flowers. I didn't even notice the flowers when I bought it. I was so keen on the leaf. So that's exciting, isn't it? Exciting if you're me. So I cut this leaf out of fabric. I actually stuck it onto some paper on the back just to flatten it out. But I quite like having fabric images in there. To add a bit of variety. Didn't like being cut by the Hessian, but there we go. But it also cuts flowers, which are quite cute, and we'll see what I'm gonna do with that. So I was happy with that one. So I think those ones were around about £5 each, the other two. And the last one I got was this. This is also a fabric cutting die. I've not cut this one out yet because I need to fiddle around with my Gemini plates. The other ones I did it in my big shots. This was £8 a bit more, and I thought, oh, I like the bell and the holly, but I actually thought this was going to cut out in a mistletoe shape, and in actual fact what you get is just a piece like this, which isn't overly mistletoe, but I do like the bell and I love the holly piece and the star, and obviously you can cut it out of fabric, so that, or thick card and things like that. So that is the added benefit of that. That's why it's a bit of a bonus to get your steel rule dies if you're into them. And then I did just pick up a set from Temu. That's what they say. Teach your best, student, recess, lunch, graduate. I don't think that's what I thought they said when I bought them. I think I thought they said something completely different. So I got them and I was like, I don't really know what I will do with those, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Also recess and lunch. I feel like I used the lunch one in some scrapbooking and stuff, but there we go. They do look very nice. I'm just not sure what I will use them for. They're only a couple of pounds, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh dear. And I also just picked up, which I think was about £1 as well, some little, what are they called? What are they called? Little things that you put through, and then you put your little crocodile thing to do the holes. I can't think what they're called. You can tell me, because sometimes my brain goes and it's really hard to get it back, and it's not until you like sit in the bath or something you're like, oh, that was the word I was looking for. But I needed some of those, so I picked that up as well. So as I say, a very random haul, so thank you for watching, but yeah, I thought it was worth sharing those little bits and bobs. and I'll see you in the next one.